Hey everyone, and welcome to Iversity. I don't actually have a doctorate in education, or anything. But if there's one thing I've learned over the years of making educational videos, it's that information needs to be presented in a clear, engaging, and easily digestible way. And that's especially true when it comes to your PhD oral defense slides. This is a big moment, years of research culminating in this one presentation. And while the real star of the show is your research itself, your slides are your trusty sidekick, there to help you tell your research story in the most compelling way possible. Today we're going to equip you with 5 essential tips for crafting killer oral defense slides that will impress your committee and leave them wanting more. So let's dive right in. Alright, first up, simplicity is key. Think of your slides like a minimalist apartment, clean, uncluttered, and everything has its place. You want your committee focused on your message, not deciphering a cluttered mess of text and images. Avoid the temptation to cram every single detail of your dissertation onto your slides. Trust me, no one wants to read that much text, especially not during a presentation. Instead, distill your research down to its essence. What are the absolute key takeaways you want your committee to remember? Those key takeaways should be the stars of your slides. Use clear and concise language that everyone can understand. Remember, not everyone in your audience will be an expert in your specific subfield, so avoid jargon and technical terms whenever possible. And when it comes to design, keep it clean and consistent. Choose a simple and professional font, use a limited color palette, and make sure there's plenty of white space. You want your slides to be visually appealing without being distracting. Our brains are wired to process visual information much faster than text. So ditch the walls of text and embrace the power of visuals. Think charts, graphs, diagrams, and images. Anything that can help you communicate your research in a clear and engaging way. A well-chosen visual can often convey complex information more effectively than paragraphs of text ever could. For example, instead of just listing statistics, why not present them in a visually appealing graph? Or, if you're discussing a particular process or model, a diagram can be incredibly helpful in illustrating the steps involved. But remember, our first tip: simplicity is key. Don't go overboard with the visuals. Choose wisely, and make sure each visual serves a specific purpose in supporting your message. Your PhD defense is your chance to shine a spotlight on the most important outcomes of your years of research. Don't be shy about highlighting your key findings. Make sure these key findings are front and center in your slides, presented in a clear and compelling way. Use visuals to drive home the impact of your results. And don't be afraid to use bold text or bullet points to draw attention to the most significant takeaways. Remember, your committee has likely read your dissertation, but they're looking to you to synthesize the information and guide them through the most important points. Think of it like you're giving them the highlights reel of your research. You want to leave them with a lasting impression of your most significant contributions to your field. You've poured your heart and soul into your research, and now you've got a limited amount of time to share it with the world. That's why practicing your timing is crucial. You don't want to find yourself rushing through your last few slides, or, even worse, running out of time before you can present all of your key findings. So, rehearse your presentation beforehand, timing yourself to make sure you can comfortably cover all of your material within the allotted time. And don't forget to factor in time for potential questions from your committee. It's better to have a slightly shorter presentation with ample time for questions than to try to cram everything in and risk going over time. The Q&A portion of your defense might seem like the scary part, but it's also your opportunity to really demonstrate the depth of your knowledge and passion for your research. The key to acing this part is preparation. Think about potential questions your committee might have. What areas of your research might they want further clarification on? Are there any points of contention within your field that you need to be prepared to address? Write out your answers to these potential questions. Not only will this help you formulate your thoughts, but it will also boost your confidence going into the defense. Remember, your committee is not trying to trip you up. They're experts in their field, and they're genuinely interested in your research. View their questions as an opportunity to engage in a stimulating discussion about your work. And there you have it, 5 essential tips for crafting effective PhD oral defense slides. Remember, your slides are there to support you, not to steal the show. So keep it simple, visual, and focused on your key findings. Practice your timing, anticipate those questions, and most importantly, breathe. You've got this. Thanks for joining us at Adversity. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more academic advice. Now go out there and ace that defense.